Welcome. Today we're going to do a short sequence as it relates to the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is located in the center of our throat here, and it governs all communication. So how we communicate with ourselves and how we communicate with others. And communication is also our listening skills. So because when we listen, we can then in turn respond. So our throat chakra often becomes blocked as far back as youth, depending on how we cultivated communication when we were growing up, or what our family dynamics look like, um, how we thought we could communicate with our parents, our siblings, our cousins, our friends. So we're going to work on unblocking that. So the throat chakra is represented by the color blue. So if you could just imagine a spinning wheel of blue energy located right here at your throat chakra. So we're going to do some mat exercises today, and they're all geared towards opening up that throat chakra. So let's get started by sitting in an easy seat position and just starting to cultivate that breath. Gently closing our eyes, allowing our hands to rest on our thighs or knees, shoulders pulled back, chin slightly towards chest. As we start to inhale and exhale. Today, let's try a little bit of Ujjayi breathing as we sit here with our eyes closed. So as you're breathing in and out, start to feel that vibration in the back of your throat. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose, but really focusing on the throat area and opening that up. So Ujjayi breathing is often thought of as that ocean breath because it's an audible sound and you really can feel that vibration happening in the throat area. So let's try this together. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale through your nose, exhale out through your mouth, maybe placing your hand, your palm of your hand in front of your mouth and exhaling out through the mouth and imagining your breath fogging up a mirror. So it's inhale, exhale. Try that a few more times. Inhale and exhale. One more time together. Inhale and exhale. Now try taking a few breaths in and out through the nose, but following that same pattern of vibration in the back of your throat. Really filling up into the belly. And exhaling any stagnant energy that you're holding on to. Maybe setting an affirmation, intention, or anything else that you may be holding space for around the thought of communication. And if you don't have one, maybe it's something as simple as, I speak my truth, my authentic truth, my forthright truth, and I speak it in a kind and compassionate manner. And gently opening your eyes and feeling free to carry that Ujjayi breathing through this whole practice. So we're going to start by just rolling our shoulders forward, starting to really loosen up everything up here in the shoulder and neck area. and then reversing those rolls. And dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder, creating space on the left side, really starting to open up through that left side neck. Not straining, just gently opening. And rolling your chin down to your chest. And up through the other side, left ear, left shoulder. Closing your eyes here if you'd like. And then back through center, right ear, right shoulder. And take a few rounds from right to left, left to right. Really just starting to feel that neck open up, your throat opening up. And then start to do some gentle rolls all the way around. And then reversing. And we'll meet in center, allowing your chin to drop down towards your chest, really stretching out that back neck area. And then raising chin to the sky, opening up through the throat. And while you're here in this position, let's start to make some funny faces called lion's breath. Or if you'd like, you can bring your chin back to center. So when we're doing lion's breath, it looks a little silly, but just imagine opening up everything in the mouth area. So we're just gonna do some big wide, and maybe sticking your tongue out, pulling your cheeks back. Anything that really starts to open up those facial muscles. I know it looks silly, but doesn't it feel good? And nobody else can see you, so. And allowing your jaw to rest softly. We'll take 3 nice inhales together, raising our arms up towards the sky, and drop your head back so your throat opens up. And release. Inhale, arms up. Head drops back, hold for 1, and release. 1 more time. Inhale, arms up. Head drops back, and release. This time we'll hold our arms at the top. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right arm is up and over the side body. And rotate your shoulder back and allow your neck to look up under that right arm towards the sky, feeling that stretch in the front of your neck. One more breath. Inhale, left arm up. Head drops back. Return to center and right arm to the mat, left arm up and over your side body. Rotating that left shoulder back and allowing your head to drop back so your neck and throat area is open to the sky. One more breath. Inhale, left arm up. Right arm up. Head drops back for 1. Return to center. Left arm to the mat, right arm to the top of your thigh or knee. Finding your alignment, following that Ujjayi breathing if that's comfortable for you, and start to find length in your spine. And on an exhale, start to twist. And with each inhale, finding a little more length. And with each exhale, a little deeper twist. Inhale to find length. Exhale to twist. Deepest breath in yet. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And inhale brings you back to center, arms back up to the sky. And exhale, hand to the mat, hand to the thigh, finding length. Inhale, exhale, and twist. Maybe noticing if this side of your body feels any different than the other side. Totally normal, no judgment. Our bodies shift from day to day. Finding length on the inhale, and a little deeper twist on the exhale. Deepest breath yet. Inhale. Exhale, release. And inhale, back to center, arms up, palms together, interlacing your fingers and rotating those palms to the sky, allowing your head to drop back, opening up through the neck. And hands come down to the floor or mat in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, arms up. And let them go. And shaking out those fingers, we'll meet in tabletop. So while in tabletop, aligning your shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees, top of the feet on the mat, finding elongated spine and neck, navel's drawn in, and on inhale, dropping the belly, chin to the sky for cow pose. And exhale, navel to spine, tailbone tucks, pushing that mat away for cat. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly. And exhale into cat. Taking 2 more rounds, using your own breath, and we'll meet in tabletop. Finding alignment in tabletop, maybe start to glance over to the right ankle and then the left ankle, sending the hips out to each side. And then doing some hip circles, sending your right hip back to your left heel, left hip, left heel, and up through center. Taking a few rounds, opening the hip flexors. And then when you get to the top, reverse your roll. And we'll meet in center. And while here in tabletop, start to lift your chin. And just feel that stretch in the front of your neck. And then tuck your chin to your chest. So lifting the chin and then tucking. And we'll meet in center. Let's warm up the wrist. We spend so much time using our wrists, so many activities, and we never really stretch them out. So just gently rocking forward a few inches and then back just a few inches. No strain here, just some tiny movement. And maybe rotating your fingers out to the edge of your mat and moving back and forth, left to right. And if it's available, sending your fingers back towards your knees and gently rocking back and forth. And then flipping them back to the front of your mat. So we're going to just do a little ab work here. Nothing too strenuous, just waking the body up a little bit. So finding alignment in tabletop, send your right arm straight out in front of you and send your left leg back, foot's flexed. For bird dog, find an alignment in your spine. Taking a nice deep breath here. And inhale to fill up. Exhale, right elbow towards your left knee for a crunch. Inhale, elongates. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to elongate. Exhale, crunch. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. And crunch. And hold for 3 breaths. And release into tabletop. Maybe shaking out that left arm. And setting up for the other side, elongating that left hand out towards the front of the mat. Right leg kicks back, foot's flexed. 1 breath. Inhale to fill up. Exhale, crunch. Right elbow towards right knee. Inhale and crunch. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, crunch. 2 more times. Inhale and crunch. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, crunch. Hold for 3 breaths. And release, shaking out that shoulder, that wrist, that arm. And sending back into child's pose for 2 breaths. Allowing your head to drop down towards your mat. Shoulders are relaxed, pulled down away from your ears. Always an option to use a block here. Resetting in your breath. And on your next inhale, start to lift up a little bit. Walking your hands back, placing the left forearm on the mat. Left hand's rooted in, right arm goes towards the sky. Opening your chest, pulling your shoulder back. Dropping it down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And release. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And left arm to the sky. 2 more times, both sides. Inhale, right arm. Left arm. 1 more time. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, left arm. And sending your fingers back, Coming up to tall arms. And we'll meet in hero's pose. Finding your alignment, navel's pulled in, tailbone's tucked, and start to roll your shoulders out. And then reverse. And then allow them to drop open. Palms facing upwards, chin to the sky. Finding a nice elongated spine. And start to hinge back towards camel pose. Maybe you're having a block behind you. Maybe your hands reach your heels. Shoulders open, chest open, throats open. Finding a little back bend. Allowing your left hand to slide down your left leg. Right arm comes up to the sky. Dropping down for a right arm circle. And then reverse. Imagine pushing that airway with your hand. One more time. Right arm falls down that right leg. Left arm reaches to the sky. And start to take some circles. And reverse. Strong in that arm. And release. Sending your fingers back down towards the mat. Starting to send your chest and chin down. Knees are grounded. Forearms are on the mat. For knees, chin, chest. We'll only be here for a breath. And come down onto your belly. Forehead's on the mat, maybe massaging it back and forth a few times. Opening that third eye. Pulling your elbows in towards the top of your wrist. And on an inhale, lifting up into Sphinx pose. So really grounding down through the forearms. Feeling that nice stretch in the lower back and in the front of the throat. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, release. Sending your arms straight out in front of you if it's available, or maybe leaving them back by your sides. We're going to lift and we're just going to pulse our feet as they lift off the floor. So on an inhale, either arms down or out in front of you. Inhale to lift and pulse your feet. And release. Inhale to lift up. Pulsing those feet. And release. Always an option to gently place the palms of your hand on the mat. Inhale. Pulsing those feet. And release. Lifting up. And we'll meet on our bottoms. So, finding a few forward bends here. We're going to start in easy seat position, finding that length in our spine. Inhaling our arms up. And exhale, starting to fold, hinging at the hips, leading with the chest. Chin gently towards the sky, and then allowing the head to drop always an option to use a block here. Goal is a nice elongated spine. And finding your depth of fold, finding that little edge, grounding down through your hips so they're not lifting off the mat, and feeling that nice stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale as you start to rise up, sending those right hand or both hands over your right knee and allowing your head to drop, folding over that right side. Inhale as you walk your hands through center and over to the left side and fold. Inhale to walk your hands back through center and pushing up through strong arms. Send your left leg out to a 45-degree angle, foot's flexed. The sole of the right foot comes in and lands on the inner thigh, inner left thigh. Inhale, arms up. And start to twist at the waist, leading with your ribs, exhaling to fold over that left leg. Hands landing where they may. Maybe it's on your shin. Maybe it's down towards your ankle. Maybe you can reach your toes. And if it's available, start to send that right arm up towards the sky, opening your chest. Opening your front body. Maybe finding a little deeper twist. Nice stretch in the front of your neck. Releasing that right hand to the mat and send your left arm up and over the side body. Again, rotating that shoulder. And release, bringing that right leg in, or left leg in, sending that right leg out. Sole of the foot's flexed, finding a nice elongated spine. Inhale, arms up. Leading with the ribs as you twist and fold. Again, hands land where they may. And if it's available, sending that left arm up towards the sky. Shoulder rotates back and opening your chest. One more breath. And release. And we'll meet on our backs. So, soles of the feet planted on the mat as you gently start to rotate or roll back one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to set up for bridge pose, as bridge is a great heart opener and a throat opener, chest opener. Really working on that throat chakra here. Sending the soles of your feet back towards your bottom and gently rotating your shoulders under your body. Thighs are energetically pulled in towards each other. And on an inhale, starting to lift the pelvis and abdomen area. Maybe clasping fingers underneath your body if it's available. And gently sending your chin towards your chest. Really feeling that open in that whole chest, shoulder, abdomen, rib area. Three more breaths. Really filling up through the belly. Exhale, release spine back down to the mat. Knees gently pulled in. Maybe a little rock and roll back and forth to massage that lower back. And when you're ready, start to drop your right knees to the left side, sending your arms out to a T or a goalpost, and gently gazing over your left shoulder for a supine twist. Inhaling, bringing those knees back through center and dropping them to the left side. Gently gazing over your right shoulder towards your right fingertips. Inhale, bringing your knees back up through center. Drop the soles of your feet to the mat and start to raise your right leg, resting your right ankle over your left thigh. Not on your left knee. We don't want to put any pressure on that knee, but just on your thigh. And on an inhale, start to raise that left leg, interlocking your fingers behind your left quad. And staying right here with your shin parallel to the mat, or sending that leg up towards the sky, imagining the sole of your foot planting straight up. And then gently start to drop the right sole to the left side, left knee to the mat. So you've got a little bind here. So your right knee is pointing towards the sky, right sole's on the mat, left knee is on the mat. Maybe placing a block under that left knee if you find that's more comfortable. And gently gazing over towards the right side. Nice little soft stretch in the left side of the neck. Inhale as you start to lift those legs up, unbinding that right leg from the left thigh, right sole to the mat, left ankle over left thigh, and start to raise that right knee, interlocking your fingers behind your right quadricep, and either staying right here with that shin parallel to the mat or sending that right sole to the sky. And when you're ready, starting to drop the left sole towards the right side mat. Right knee comes down to the mat. Left knee towards the sky. Always an option to use your block here to place under that right knee. And gently gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, unbinding those legs, bringing them up, knees to chest for a little squeeze, and allowing the soles of your feet to come down to the mat as we start to set up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So always an option to take a standard corpse pose here, or maybe bring the soles of your feet together for reclining goddess and gently rolling your shoulders under your body, really opening up through this front body. Gently tipping your chin to the chest or your chin to the sky to open your throat. And start to relax for the last few moments in Shavasana pose. Maybe coming back to that original intention, or maybe setting a new one, maybe one that you thought of as it relates to communication, as you were opening your throat throughout these few sequences that we just did together. Maybe it's something as simple as, I go forth from this moment on and speak with clarity, communicate my truth, speak with integrity, speak with compassion, speak with honesty. Allow myself to be heard internally and externally. And allow others to speak with me in the same manner. Accept their communication. Pause before I respond. And allow others to be heard just as I would like to be heard. Taking just a few more breaths here. Or staying here as long as you would like. Always an option. If you took reclining goddess, start to bring those knees back up together. And when you're ready, rolling to your favorite side in fetal position for a few final breaths. And taking your time to rise up, we'll meet in an easy seat position. One last breath together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down through heart center. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your mat with me today, and really start to focus on that. Maybe saying some affirmations throughout the day about how you can communicate, how you can hear yourself internally, as well as how you hear yourself externally. So important in cultivating relationships and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and feeling heard while also accepting the communication and speech from others. And remember, it's not just in our voice or the way we speak, but also in our body language. Our body language communicates just as much as our voice does. So we really want to be authentic and live with integrity and demonstrate our character through the way that we communicate with others. So thank you very much, and until we meet again, namaste.